get the deal that nobody wants. And if I had said, nah, I put that in the too hard basket, then I would have missed out on this deal. I made it work, I did it safely, I took the right steps, I took action, and I made a killer profit. I told him, look, I'm not paying you the money directly and trusting you to pay the money to the finance company. You don't want to do this, okay? You don't want to do this. You don't want to pay the money straight to the seller. If you want to stay on top of the game, you want to stay on the ball, get those really good deals, this is a great strategy for you guys. Something so simple, but it's all about getting in there first so that you guys can use. So I'll give you guys a pro tip straight off the bat. No mucking around. A good time to always check the listings on TradeMe is 95% of you guys watching my videos are not subscribed. 95%! That's crazy. That's a crazy number. Now look, I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe my channel. I'm not like everybody else. I do things differently, and that's just the way I am. But I will say this. If you have learned anything from my channel, if you have learned anything from my videos so far, if you have gained any value, if you have enjoyed my videos at all, do me just one small favor. At least even think about maybe subscribing to my channel. That would really help. You can say no, but if you do say yes, that would mean a lot, and it really help my channel grow, and I'll be able to pump out more content for you guys, be able to put more money into these videos, give you guys more value, and it would really mean a lot and help me out. Oh, shit. Didn't see you there. How long you been there? You've been spying on me, haven't you? You've been spying on me, you little... Nah, just joking. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are back here once again, tuning into my video, a big thank you. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name's Sean. I share all of my secrets, all of my stories from my decade of experience buying and selling cars to help you guys make more money, get the best deals possible, and just become an expert in the field of buying, selling, flipping cars. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a pretty cool story on how I scored a Toyota Hilux and I made $5,000 profit. Now there are some pretty good tips in here that you guys can definitely use for your next flip and helping get the best deal possible. So when I found this deal, I discovered it on TradeMe. So that's the biggest buying selling exchange here in New Zealand. Great place to find really good deals. I'll give you guys a pro tip straight off the bat. No mucking around. A good time to always check the listings on TradeMe is late at night. Obviously people get home late, they want to sort of list their car 10 or 11 o'clock. Often, quite a few times, I've checked the listings around midnight and they've just come up, they've just listed. So a good way to get these deals is obviously when they first pop up. It's all about getting in there first. If you're not first, you're last, and getting to the real good deals, you got to get in there first. So one thing that I always used to do, this actually came from a strategy in property. I would set an alarm to remind me to check the listings on TradeMe. And now here in New Zealand, so that might be, if you're from America, that might be Craigslist or something, but you set an alarm for every hour during the day. So if you're busy at work, or you're looking after the kids, or you're doing something else, and you might forget to check the listings, you set an alarm every hour of the day just to say check the listings. Now this is a good way if you might forget just to check the listings, and obviously getting those deals, you got to be in there quick. So this can be a really good way to remind you to go on your phone, check the listings, just refresh, find if there's any good deals, and this way you can sort of check throughout the day and you won't miss out on the really good deals, because sometimes honestly they'll be gone within half an hour, 20 minutes. I've seen deals just disappear that quick. So if you want to stay on top of the game, you want to stay on the ball, get those really good deals, this is a great strategy for you guys. Something so simple, but it's all about getting in there first so that you guys can use. So I've seen this Toyota Hilux listed late at night. I rang him up. I don't really care what time it is. Obviously, he just listed it, so he's still awake. Talked to him about it, and there was finance owing on the car. Now, look, this will put off a lot of people. Now, as a buyer and someone that's bought and sold hundreds of cars, sometimes it is all about finding the deals that no one else wants. Now, I'm not talking about like things with major mechanical issues that are gonna cost thousands of dollars. I'm talking about just the ones that in particular that have finance owing. This can be a really good way to score good deals that no one else wants to deal with, but you have to do it right. You have to take the appropriate steps and do it safely and make sure that it comes with a clear title. So what I did with this car, he told me it had finance owing. Cool, all good. Like, I've done this before. I don't mind buying a car that has finance owing. So I told him, right, call the finance company, get a final settlement from them. So that's what you want to do. You want a final settlement from the finance company that gives you a bit of an outline on how much money is owing left on the vehicle to pay off the loan completely. So it's wiped, it's gone, you know the amount, and it comes straight from the finance company. You know it's legit. So that's what he did. He sent me over the final settlement the next day. I said, all right, cool. So I think there was like 7 or 8 grand owing on the car. All right. So I went out, I organized the time to have a look at it, and it checked out. It was a really nice Toyota Hilux. It was a 2012, I think, low Ks, and some nice rims, and it was a manual turbo diesel, really popular here in New Zealand. Awesome utes. And I said, look, yeah, I'm keen. Let's try and work out this deal. So I told him, look, I'm not paying you the money directly and trusting you to pay the money to the finance company. You don't want to do this, okay? You don't want to do this. You don't want to pay the money straight to the seller, because essentially you're trusting them that they're going to send the money to the finance company. They could just keep it. You take the they could keep the money, and then you've taken the vehicle with money still owing on it, and then you're in the shit essentially, and the finance company could take the vehicle. So you want to pay the finance company directly. Now, I think there was, like I said, yeah, I think there was $7,000 or $8,000 owing. So I paid that amount straight to the finance company, and then I paid the remainder to him. Now, I waited for confirmation from the finance company that it had cleared, and they had given me the all clear that the finance is gone, there's no money owing, it will be sold with a clear title. It now has a clear title. So that's what you want to do. You want to pay the money to the finance company, whatever's left owing. You want to wait for it to clear, get confirmation from them that it's being sold with a clear title, and that's it basically. So you've basically paid off the loan for him, and then he gets the difference of the sale in between the money owing from the company, and then what's left over goes straight to the seller. So once I got confirmation from the finance company, awesome. It's got a clear title, there's no money owing, it's safe to take. So I paid him the difference by bank transfer. He was happy with the remainder amount, and I walked away with a pretty good deal on this Hilux. So with this ute, I didn't actually do too much to this ute. I gave a bit of a wash and a vacuum, kept it for a bit. Didn't really need much work. It was a great tradies ute. It had sort of stuff out the back for set up for the tradies, and it had really nice rims already on it. So I kept it for a bit, and then I flicked it off. I think, what did I sell it for? I think it was about 19 grand I got for that one. They do pretty well here in New Zealand. So yeah, I sold it for about 19,000. I bought it for like, it was 12 and a half, 13 grand. Spent a little bit on it, just getting a service, waft, that sort of thing, just the basic checks, and then yeah, I made roughly about 5 grand off that deal, which is a pretty good deal. But if I had been put off by there having finance owing on this car, like a lot of people do, a lot of people don't want to deal with it. So this is a great way to just get straight in there, get the deal that nobody wants. And if I had said, nah, I put that in the too hard basket, you know, I would have missed out on this deal. I made it work, I did it safely, I took the right steps, I took action, and I made a killer profit. Hey guys, I just wanted to let you in on a little secret. I actually have 2 YouTube channels. Don't tell anyone. Oh, know what? Nah, scratch that. Tell everyone, right? Tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your cat, your dog, anyone that you can find. I've got 2 YouTube channels, alright? This one, Next Level Motors Limited, and my other one is under my name, Sean O'Brien. I'll link it down in the description below. And on that channel, you will find my R34 Skyline GTT builds. If you're into JDM cars, you're into Skylines, you definitely want to go check that one out. And you won't believe this, I actually found this R34 Skyline in a shipping container. Yes, that's right. So if you want to see that story, go over, check out my other channel, subscribe, and we'll see you there. So that was one of my best deals I have done so far. So great results. It's all about taking risks, but calculated risks. You want to take risks that you know that you can actually mitigate. You want to mitigate the risks, but you can take calculated risks, and you can really reap the rewards that other people aren't willing to take on that risk. So hopefully you guys learned something from this one. Maybe you guys can try that out on the next deal. So that's a really great strategy. It doesn't have to necessarily be something to do with finance. So I have done this quite a few times before. I bought 350Zs with finance owing, Sylvia's finance owing, and I just do exactly this same method, and it's worked out perfectly fine. I've got some pretty good results out of buying cars with money owing. So don't be scared. Just make sure that you're taking the right steps to be able to buy the vehicle safely with a clear title. So overall, an awesome result on this Toyota Hilux. Hopefully you guys can do the same thing, be able to make money on these cars with finance owing. This is what this channel is about. It's about sharing my best kept secrets to give you guys the tools and the strategies to make money buying and selling cars. So if you're interested in learning more, you enjoyed this content, go check out this one, and we'll see you there.